Want to seem like you've got more cash? It's not all about money to look wealthy and fabulous. And to the rich, I mean dressed in a way that exudes a life of luxury. You don't need to waste a fortune on expensive fashion brands, as some would have believed that you look like a billionaire. But how? Lucky for you, because in this video, we'll be covering how to look rich even when you're not. Keep on watching till the end so you won't miss any single detail. Customize your clothes. Have you ever seen a guy and said, "Wow, his clothes suits him like a glove"? Fitted clothes are a symbol of privilege, style, and beauty. Rich men have their clothes tailored to measure. They leave chain shops to us mortals. But we can accomplish this polished look with a little extra work. And it doesn't have to cost a fortune. How is that? Get your clothes personalized for you. Tailoring makes low to medium degree garments look unique and high-end. You could add $500 to the appeal of a suit only by wearing it perfectly. A lot of guys don't use tailors for any reason. They might think it's pricey and time-consuming, or maybe they just don't know where to start. Start by seeking a local tailor with some positive reviews. If you're confused, take an old piece of clothing and modify it before you get a new outfit. A decent tailor will weigh you and keep these measurements in order so that after a few trips and tweaks, you can drop your clothes off and come back when they're finished. If you want to look nice, develop a friendship with a good tailor. You're gonna be shocked at the difference that makes well-fitting clothing. Try to have a quality watch. Knowing how to look wealthy isn't just about clothes. Your accessories are also significant. Every person needs to invest in a quality watch. Your watch does a lot more than just tell the time. It shows the world and the people around you what you're all about. It's a representation of your character. And if there's one thing that all successful men have in common, is that they all wear premium watches. You will also note that sophisticated, prosperous people do not like shiny, garish watches. These watches are said to be tasteless and unrefined. A watch should be discreet, well-made, and most importantly, a piece of art that you can put on your wrist. Let me introduce you to Vincero. Vincero watches have a classic, high-quality appearance that exude elegance. This watch might help you to be admired and get praised. Vincero's other pieces include chrono, bellwether, marble, and automatic. Be knowledgeable with fabrics and materials used. Developing an awareness of various fabrics and materials is important if you want to look like you have money. There's no getting around that. Some fabrics look cheap. Polyester, rayon, and nylon are man-made and will not hang comfortably on the body, resulting in a bad fit. They still don't encourage the body to breathe as well as natural fibers do. Be careful not to use these fabrics sparingly or in conjunction with other natural materials. A wool blend suit, for instance 50% wool, 50% polyester, is a great compromise and will still look fantastic if it is fitted properly. Some cheaper fabrics that use man-made fibers give off an accidental shine that looks tasteless and dirty. Choose quality over quantity. It's easier to have 4 or 5 quality pieces than to have a closet full of cheap clothes. In addition, you can concentrate on affordable, versatile pieces that you can mix and match to increase the number of outfits that you can make from them. Pick the finest products you can afford and bring a little bit of fun to your wardrobe over time. Quality clothes that suit well feel better and last longer. Save money by finding the best deals. The thrift shop was a gold mine. You will find affordable second-hand clothes at a fraction of the original price. Be prepared to do a lot of digging, but shopping second-hand is a perfect and satisfying way to create a high-quality clothes collection if you're on a budget. If you should concentrate on what you need by making a hit list of your most needed products. Be firm with yourself and don't deviate from your list, otherwise you're gonna waste your resources. There are always bargains that need to be made online. If you have a brand that knows suits you, you might be able to buy it online in a sale or cheaper from another supplier. Just make sure you can get it back if it doesn't work the way you expect it to. You can still look out for promotions at the end of the season, or purchase clothes out of season when they're cheaper. Take care of your clothes. One of the easiest ways to look your finest is to take good care of the clothing you already wear. Iron the shirts gently and methodically at the appropriate temperature. Clean shirts and perfectly tailored jeans show your pride in your appearance. You can't look glamorous in a plain crumpled top. Wash your clothes with a color-safe wash powder to keep the colors vibrant and still read the label and make sure you wash at the correct temperature. This will help keep the garments from shrinking or distorting the washing. Take care to spot the clean and wash your clothing daily to keep them in decent shape. Dirt and grease can ruin your clothing over time, and marks left can be hard to wash out. Wrinkling at them will do further harm to the garments. This is particularly important for your shoes. Regularly clean and repair them to keep them in good shape. Invest in a shoe cleaning kit and never leave the house with dirty shoes. Try to make sure that you arrange your clothing properly. Wear your shirts and suits with wooden hangers instead of wire ones to prevent scratching and stretching your clothing. There's no excuse why your clothing and accessories can't last for years if you take care of them. Not only will you look wealthier, but you will also still have more money to spend on higher quality goods in the future. Be sensitive to details. Part of knowing how to look rich comes down to the little things. Your knowledge of the small stuff is the secret to progress. In reality, it's the details that will make you stand out from the crowd and look like $1,000,000. Cheap, glossy plastic buttons, for example, may ruin the appearance of a suit. You can buy quality wood, bone, or horn buttons and add them to your suit separately. It's not expensive. You can do it yourself or take it to a tailor. You may also use this trick to breathe new life into your old suit or blazer. Do purchase authentic leather belts instead of synthetic ones. They can look the same to the untrained eye, but synthetic belts are stiffer than their leather counterparts, splitting, discoloring, and falling apart with time. This is a surefire way to make the outfit look better. Buy quality leather shoes. Have you ever heard the expression, "You can tell a gentleman by his shoes"? You can't look glamorous in a pair of cheap sneakers. If you're gonna waste some money on one thing, apart from tailoring, please make it your shoes. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on a pair of shoes. Just make sure they're made of high quality leather, so people first appreciate your shoes. If you're shopping for your first pair, I recommend you go to Brown Oxfords because they are the most flexible and work with gray, blue, and brown colors. You can add it to your list when you can afford it. You can purchase shoes with a Goodyear welt or Blake stitching. This means that the heel is stitched to the top instead of glued, which ensures that shoes will be resoled time and time again. Groom yourself. There's no reason for bad grooming. You can't look good if you can't take care of yourself. Keep your hair tidy. Comb or wash it every day. Keep your fingernails tidy. You'd be shocked how many people you see with dirty fingernails. When you've got your facial hair, leave it clean. Keep your eyebrows in check and make sure your teeth are clean and you smell fresh. Wealthy guys use a lot of lavish beauty therapies, but you can do this with a comprehensive skincare regimen. Clean, exfoliate, and moisturize on a daily basis. A well-traveled man's skin is glowing, and yours should be too. Most of us can't afford daily Monte Carlo holidays to achieve this result, so use a tanning moisturizer for the sun-kissed look. Spending a little more time per day on your personal appearance ensures that you can exude sophistication, beauty, and elegance, characteristics that offer the impression of luxury. Avoid too many logos. If you just want to know how to look luxurious, ditch the logos, because popular branding looks cheap, not classy. High-end apparel doesn't have famous labels for a cause. The nature of clothes speaks for itself. The right people are gonna admire your clothes for the craftsmanship, and you for your attitude. Showing logos as a symbol of prestige makes you look like you're working so hard, and hence you're desperate. You don't need money to create the impression of wealth. It's very easy to get all the money in the world, and it all seems cheap. You ought to aspire to create a timeless, elegant, and glamorous look that tells the world that you are a wealthy gentleman. So, future billionaires, keep in mind the things mentioned above so you can show off your wealthy vibes that you have. Do you have any more tips in mind to look rich? Let us know by leaving a comment below. And because you're still here, we got some bonus info for you guys. A new study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology posits that there's a good chance you can tell if someone is rich or poor just by looking at them. The relationship between well-being and social class has been demonstrated by previous research. R. Thora Bjornsdottir, a graduate student at the University of Toronto and co-author of the study, tells CNBC Make It. In general, people with money tend to live happier and less anxious lives compared to those struggling to make ends meet. She and her team demonstrated that these well-being differences are actually reflected in people's faces. Thanks for watching, Future Billionaire. Enjoyed what you saw? Deposit a like, and be sure to join the Future Billionaires Club by hitting subscribe and ringing the notification bell to keep up to date with our entertaining uploads. and check out these other amazing videos we've selected for you next.